All right, I'm here with my daughter. We just had our monthly, which was postponed, but she made sure to reschedule and put it on my calendar. And I wanted to ask her this. What was one of the biggest things or most important lessons that you learned from our childhood that you still are trying to implement and believe strongly today? Go.
So what I believe that I learned is the biggest thing is taking accountability. And with accountability is apologies. And an apology and accountability isn't anything and isn't real if there are excuses that follow. So I never take accountability with an excuse, and I never apologize with an excuse. And I also don't ever do it until I know I'm ready to do it without all of that. Yeah.
What did I say to you as a child for that to stick?
You didn't even let us say but. As soon as we said but,
Try again.
Yep.
That's an excuse.
So
That's an excuse.
I don't, as soon as someone apologizes to me or takes accountability for something and then goes, but
if
I'm clocked out. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll wait. That's not a real,
excuse,
you're not actually sorry.
Yeah.
You're just trying to cover for how I'm feeling right now. And their actions will probably meet that later on.
Yeah, because they're not really apologizing. It's a surface level. I'm gonna say that I'm sorry, but and then it cancels whatever apology was supposed to be
It's
there.
just to hopefully remove the tenseness in that moment versus a lifetime. Like if it's a long time relationship that you're managing, that but is gonna be there forever after that.
So essentially, the lesson is don't make excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear resolutions. I want to hear solutions. And you just said it a second ago. That's why I had to record that. Like, okay, we got to get that. I think too many people supposedly apologize, but they don't. And then it's more of an excuse than anything. And then I check out, and whether they ever apologize or not is up to them, but I'm done and I won't accept it unless it's real. And for you girls, I wanted to make sure to teach you to take responsibility, to take accountability. If the dishes aren't done, then somebody needs to get them done because they were committed to it. If I don't want to hear excuses about how the sister didn't do their part, that's all crap. It's a load of crap. I almost cussed. Anyways, that's all for now. Final thoughts?
Also, I'm sorry isn't enough. I'm sorry, but isn't enough. It's I'm sorry. This is what I'll do.
Differently.
These are the actions we're going to take, and I'm going to take.
Change behavior. Yep.
And then, behavior will follow.
Yeah, and then now we have an apology, and now we're good, and now we can grow as a family, as a whatever. But that was a big rule in the house because I hear it all the time as adults, and I'll be damned if my kids were going to be a little excuse making. I hated that thought. I was going to excuse making little adults. Anywho, thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.